Hi, good morning, and here I am at this rather large lighthouse here. Well, I don't suppose any lighthouse is particularly small, but just been all the way to the top of that. So, going to do my walk and talk here. I've been talking over the last 10 days about my list of what are the keys to success, and today's one is actually on have no fears. I've just been up there. It was 200 odd steps to the top, and I've just been up there with my daughter, and she has a fear of heights, and she decided though she'd give it a go, and she overcame her fear of heights and came to the top, walked up the very last bit, very steep stairs right at the top, and took photos up the top with her camera and everything, and sort of almost leant over as well. So she overcame her fears, and to me that's one of the keys to success. This is a difficult one, is to overcome fears. But if you don't overcome your fears in life, what happens in life is you end up with regrets. And for any of us that have faced regrets in our life, regrets are far worse or far more difficult to erase than overcoming fears. And fear is a thing that holds us back a lot in life. All of us, we all have our fears and worries and whatever. But if you can learn to, and I've gradually learnt to over the last few years, to overcome these fears, you can get so much more done, because you've learnt to overcome your fears and you've learnt to kind of just get on with things, and then you don't have regrets in life. And that really is a key to success. And if you look at some of the most successful people that you'll meet in life, whatever that measure of success is, and for me success is a personal thing, it's not something that can be dictated by others, it's what you believe is your success. So for me, if you can learn to deal with fears, and very often again it's about taking the small steps, which is I talked about yesterday, taking small steps to overcome these fears and not making them such a big insurmountable thing to face. If you can kind of deal with some of those fears in life, gradually you get into the habit of starting things and doing things. Charles Wasmond has got a great book called Stop Talking, Start Doing, and she says that very same thing about overcoming fears and not having regrets, because regrets are much harder to deal with than overcoming fears are. And very often with fears, once we actually kind of pluck up the courage to deal with these things and actually start the doing, 99% of what we've worried or feared about is nowhere near as bad as we've imagined, because again we're kind of conditioned in life through our parents and through school and work and whatever. Oh, you know, it's all don't touch that, don't do this, don't make a mess, don't. That's the kind of word that we all hear in our lives, don't. So it's no wonder that we kind of fear doing things or fear starting things, because we're actually encouraged or conditioned to not kind of step outside the box, to not kind of step outside our boundaries. And once you learn, or once you kind of try it, and once you step, you know, that first step, it's a bit like the first time you jump off a diving board, you know, there's that anxiety and stress, but once you go over, you realise it's nowhere near as bad as you imagined. So number 11, there's one more to come after today. Number 11 on my list of what I believe are the keys to success in life is don't fear things, have no fear, because really at the end of the day, what have you got to lose? You might as well give it a go. The worst that can happen is the worst that can happen, and then you just deal with that anyway. But 99.9% of the stuff we fear and worry about on a day-to-day basis never ever happens, and when it does, you just deal with it anyway. So that's it from today. I'll leave you with a nice view of the Atlantic here on the Ile D'Oleron. We're right at the very tip of the Ile D'Oleron. That's the view of the Atlantic, and that's it for today. Thanks.